it's Cece. I'll be doing an inspired rose gold holiday makeup look today. So if you're interested in seeing how I do that, then keep on watching. First, I'll start by putting my hair up, so this will be out the way. Okay. I really love this Smashbox primer. I've been using it for years. It's my favorite. And it's for the eyes. It's really good. My makeup stays on like my eyes all day. I put it on my brows too because I have oily skin and sometimes my brows come off if I don't put anything on it. And to go half a day or a day with like one brow wiped off, no, not cute. So I definitely don't skip that step. I'm going to start with the face just because the look I'm going for doesn't have dark colors, so this is just how I'm going to do it. It can be done either way. But I'll be using the Purlisse Matcha Green Tea Priming Moisturizer. Because it's cold out and my skin gets dry in areas. It turns into a combination. And I want to keep it moisturized. I'm using this foundation. This is the shade Deep Warm 370. Deep with golden undertones. I just did like a pump, but I'm gonna do like 1/4 of a pump now to kind of fill in the rest of those spots. And then I'm gonna go in with the Glow Ivy from the same brand. And do a full pump. Kind of dot it around. Placing most of it in the areas that I would highlight. Well, not exactly highlight there, but that kind of was empty, so that's why I did that. It's kind of an all over highlight, like a glowy, it gives a glowy look, but you'll see. I have my Jabanesque sponge. It's damp. I also, I'm going to go ahead and put on my concealer too. Just a little bit right here, because, yeah, I think I want to go back in with concealer before I'm done with this. I'm like figuring out how I want to do it as I go. I don't really do my makeup the same every time. Can you see the glow? That looks really good. actually gonna go ahead and finish doing my concealer. Just kind of dot it right there. And put a little bit right there. Highlighting areas. I'll let it sit for a bit. Only under my eyes. I'm actually going to blend the rest of it out. So this is actually dried down a lot. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out now. I'll be using the this powder here in Dark Deep. And taking a fluffy brush from Lattice, and I'm gonna dust that all over, but I'm not gonna touch the eye area. I'm gonna use something different for that. I've been moving makeup around so much because I'm trying to try out some new things, and things just get lost sometimes. They get lost in the sauce. So I might actually use this Fenty's Touch Up powder, the Fenty Beauty. And dab that underneath my eyes, along with just a little bit more of that powder that I was using before. Trying to get creative and lighten it up some. Okay. The blush I'm going to be using is from The Balm in the shade Willpower. And I'm also going to I'm going to mix the two actually. I'm going to use NARS Orgasm. On the apples of my cheek, I'm going to go on with the NARS. Just to give it like a glow. Can't really see anything, but the glow is going to be subtly there. Going for like a kind of a glowy holiday look. Next, I'll use that Willpower by The Balm. And I'm digging in because this color is not showing up. I usually do have to dig in with this one. And it'll show up subtly. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on camera. And for that reason, I'll go ahead and use my Morphe blush. It just says blush, but it's this. It's gonna be kind of hard to show you guys without the mirror. It's this shade here, and this is the Deep Glam 8D face palette. This palette is extremely pigmented, so I went in, but I tried to go in dab lightly. We'll see how it looks. I'm gonna dab lightly on my cheeks. Very pretty. So I would stop here if, you know, it wasn't for camera. So so y'all can see it a little bit more, I'm gonna dab and go in a little bit heavier with it, but I'm not gonna get too crazy with it because I have an interview today and I'm not trying to look crazy, especially since I want to be doing makeup. So yeah. Can only go in so hard with a blush. Don't want to overdo it. That is pretty, very pretty. Next I'll go in with the bronzer by by Benefit. It's the Hoola Toasted. Same brush. I'm just starting out by dabbing really close to the hairline. I like to use bronzer as my contour most of the time. But I don't want to go in too like deep with the contour type bronzy look. Gonna go in with the fluffy brush and kind of blend that out. The brush I was using with the powder earlier. Kind of marry everything together. However, I do want to go in with the bronzer on my nose. Not a bronzer, but a contour on my nose, and it's by Morphe. I'm going to use a brush like this. And dip into this color here. It gives off kind of a reddish tint, so I'm not going to go too ham with that. I want to lightly contour my nose. I'm going a little bit in on the brows area, just kind of blending it into my eyebrow. I don't see it. Well, if you can see a difference, I can definitely see the difference. Beautiful, beautiful. But I'm going to move on to the eyes now. First, I want to use a fluffy brush and go into the shade. Oh, I'm using Venus 3. And I'm going to use the shade Bliss, which is this color. you want to find something similar if you're following along. I kind of just rolled it in there, tap it off, and circular motions into my crease. I'm just doing it lightly, using this as a transition shade at first, but then I'm going to build it up later. Kind of flicking it up. And now I'm going to go with this flat brush. This brush is very flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm taking the shade Heavenly and going all over my mobile lid with it. I'm going to spray a little bit of setting spray on my brush after dipping it in again. I'm keeping it kind of close to my lash line. And then softly spreading it out to, blending it out to the rest of my mobile lid. This shade is kind of icy. Okay, well, I'll just do the same thing on the next eye. I'm gonna have to change this up a bit. It's a bit too icy for my liking. So I'll go in with the fluffy brush and kind of blend through that shade, kind of buff it out, because I'm gonna put something over it. But it'll act as a nice base for the next color I go in with. I'm actually going to use a different palette, and I'm using One Size Patrick Star Victory eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use the shade Everything. That is better. That's giving more pink than ice. Oh, it's beautiful too. It smooths out so nicely. And I've used this eyeshadow palette before, but it's been a while. So my brush is dry right now. It's not wet from the setting spray. And I'm fine with using that dry right now. I'll go in later with my spray to intensify this shade. I needed to get my mirror that zooms in a bit more, because this other one, without my glasses, y'all, it ain't doing it. Don't mind the mirror. I gotta see what I'm doing. Am I right? I'm blending that out a little bit. Now I'm gonna dip back into that shade and spray. I'm dabbing just in the center and kind of blending that out. I really like that. I'm thinking about just spreading it all over, but I don't know. It looks really good wet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm spreading that all over, but more so concentrating in the center. That is so pretty. Now I'm going back into, I'm going to close up that palette. I'm done using that one. And I'm going back into the Venus 3 into the shade Bliss again. And I'm really like swirling my brush in there because I'm going in the crease pretty heavily. But with a light hand. Oh, okay. That's good enough. I like to take it to my brow bone here and then go into the crease and bring it back up. For my hooded eyes, I feel like that technique works pretty good. It looks good on me. I like the way it looks. Lightly blending out in the light where the light meets the other color that I just applied. Now I'm going to go into my inner corner with a brighter shade. I'll use Rapture. With this pointed brush. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love it. I like this more than I thought I would. Oh my gosh. I love that shade. Okay. I'm taking it underneath my waterline too. Just to open my eyes up a little bit more. So pretty. I have this nude eyeliner. I'm like, I think the information rubbed off of it for the most part. It says smoked coal eyeliner. Oh, it's Maybelline. It's by Maybelline. And yeah, I don't know the shade, but it is nude. And I'll just take that into the inner corner of my eye, all the way to the middle of my pupil. Bright-eyed, nice. This is definitely just inspired because I'm actually adding a lot of stuff that was not in that inspired look that I was looking at. And I'm actually just making this my own right now. Got me a black eyeliner by Divine Kohl. It's one that twists up. This is just my staple. I love doing this with my eyes, like darker on the outer corners with the black eyeliner and then going in the center with the nude. It's just so beautiful to me. And it really works well with the shape of my eyes and the hoodedness of them. Actually, I want to smear a little bit of that on my mobile lid, like on my lash line. Oh goodness. I don't want to go too far in there because I want to keep it bright and open. That's a soft tip. I'm going to blend that out now with a brown. First I'll go in and just blend out the black with that pointed tip. Now I'm going in with a deep brown back into the One Size palette, into the shade Brownie. And going on my lash line. Kind of want to add like I'm going to add a purple to that actually. A bit of like a purpley shade. So I'm going to use Ecstasy in the Lime Crime palette, the Venus 3. That's like a deep purple shade. And I'm also going to smear that line out with that shade. I alternate between hands. Tell me if anyone else does this when they do their makeup. It's just easier for me. It's like a convenience thing. It's too much work trying to do it with my right hand, so I just switch to the left. That is pretty. I like it. Yeah, so I kind of want to flick that out actually though. So I like to hold my skin up because it's like a hooded eye, if you see. Yeah, and go in an upward motion here with the deeper purple shade. Making a kind of a cat eye with my shadow, but very subtle. I'm gonna take that same shade and go down on my lash line here with the same brush I was using earlier to blend out those, to blend out the eyeliner. kind of swatch that color off with I'm just using the back of my hand, because I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade in my inner corner here. That rose gold shade, same rose gold shade from the One Size. And dab it, just dabbing. I actually need to spray this tip. It's not wet enough. Very pretty. So I'll go back in with the powder because I've had just a little bit of fallout there from all the like shimmery shades I was using. And dusting away, just kind of flicking away. I'll go back in with my sponge and tap it in. I feel like I can actually add more blush now that the eyes are done. I can definitely add more blush. It's not so noticeable as it was before. It's kind of dimmed down. Okay. And I actually went in too far here, so I'm just blending it away a little bit. That's pretty. I like it. I like it. First, I'm going to finish off with this setting spray. It's the one that I'm trying. It's Rose Water Setting Spray by Maven. Okay. I'm going to do my mascara with the, if I can't find my Thrive one, I'm going to use this Man Eater one. I had my Thrive one earlier, but I was like, I don't need it, you know, because I am doing, oh, here it is. I got my Thrive, but I love these two. These two are amazing. I just have to spend more time building up my lashes to get it how I look with the Tarte Man Eater. But I'm going to use this one by Thrive. Be back. Okay, I'm back and I'm moving on to the lips. I already have like a lip oil on and it's absorbed, so I'll go in with my MAC Chestnut Lip Liner that needs to be sharpened, but still usable without scratching my lips too much. Pretty light line, nothing too heavy, because the lipstick that I'm using is pretty, I don't really need the lip liner with this lipstick I'm using. Oh, the lipstick I'm using is by MAC. It's called Bated Breath 408. It's pretty purpley color. Very like nudie and natural looking, kind of on my complexion. And you can still tell it's purple, but it's very pretty. And I'm gonna see how this lip gloss looks on top of it. It looks beautiful as is, but I do wanna use this Revlon lipstick in Rosy Future in this 206 or 260 actually, I'm sorry. Just putting some in the middle to kind of get a feel for how it's gonna be. Oh, okay, yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. I just did it in the center and it looks gorgeous. So I definitely can't forget about the eyebrows. I mean, what? How do I almost forget about the brows? I'm just brushing them out with a spoolie. And I'm gonna use the brow pen. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just flicking, making light flicks. Lightly. Nothing serious. Really, guys, I don't take much time on my brows at all. I just like to basically add a tail and like define the arch. And voila. I'm gonna kind of make this arch a little bit better. Okay, those are the brows. Those are the brows. This is the face. All done. See ya.